All right, good afternoon, backseaters. Another Wednesday with the CAT team. We're with Deputy Siegelstrom and Deputy Kill. Say hi, Joe.
Good afternoon, backseaters. It's what, 5 after 2 on Wednesday. A little late start here.
Yeah, we were troubleshooting some issues with the phone. As always, we'll monitor it and we'll go from there. So if there's anyone new with us, just a little intro as always. Ramsey County Sheriff's Office carjacking auto theft team here in Ramsey County, Minnesota, currently in the city of St. Paul. As always, patrolling for some stolen vehicles or whatever may pop up along our ride today. Kind of give you guys some updates. I know a lot of you guys saw the incident yesterday with Mr. Pat Scott, and we'll give you an update here shortly. We just want to make sure our service is good and we're not you guys don't miss the full stories, so we'll go from there. It's been a pretty what would you say, pretty mundane day.
Nothing really
crazy
today. It's been a busy few weeks though. It's been definitely, summer's here.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere either, is it?
No.
As you can see, it's a pretty hazy day. Another air control quality alert. I don't know.
Yeah, all the fires up north.
Yeah. Try not to breathe it in. I don't know.
It's like red. Toxic.
Yeah. So it says, you know us. If we have to get out, we'll get out.
Thomas is driving today. I'm sitting passenger. So wish me luck.
Yeah, it's a big step for Joe. Normally, he's not one to give control driving. So we'll see. We'll see what the day brings. See if anyone stirs something up. So, it's definitely been a busy week. If any of you guys monitor for social media, there's a huge incident up at Bluff Rec Center and stolen. Saw tons of you doing donuts. Kind of a new use from when I was playing baseball, I guess. Doing some burnouts out in the open field and
in broad daylight, mind you, broad daylight, tons of kids everywhere.
Just driving recklessly. Eventually crashed the car into an innocent bystander and they all fled. St. Paul responded. Sounds like they took maybe one into custody on that, but then had a huge issue with all the remaining juveniles that kind of bled into later in the night incident on a Metro Transit bus. Huge fight, throwing rocks at people. Metro Transit took a few into custody on that. So, not what is expected when you frequent these rec centers. Hopefully we can get a handle on it because there are a lot of younger kids that frequent these locations and we don't want anyone getting hurt. So kind of leads into what would have been Monday night.
Yeah.
Monday night, another huge crowd out at the rec center. Bunch of kids. Kind of into a shots fired. There was a white Jeep Cherokee, the black hood scoop that was reported to have come through and possibly shot some rounds off. That was still out there yesterday. If you guys saw the post.
Minor buffering.
Okay, so
we're trying some different settings here.
Yeah. So right now we're heading towards the rec center, kind of give you guys a view. It's not always the best service. We'll see what happens. But as we said, we went out looking for it, checking, doing what we do best, and lo and behold, Mr. Pat Scott locates this Jeep occupied by a bunch of juveniles over Hazelwood and Ames area. No front plate as before. Turned around on it, was able to confirm that it was the vehicle, and it just, without being lit up, fled. Started fleeing at a high rate of speed northbound Hazelwood. Sergeant Servac was in the area, attempted to deploy sticks. The vehicle slowed down and unfortunately missed them. And the Jeep initiated a pursuit. As we said, this vehicle was wanted in a shots fired. Plate didn't match. That pursuit went to the area of McKnight and 94, where the great State Patrol helicopter was able to get overhead, and we were able to disengage and let them do their thing. This vehicle ended up in Hudson, Wisconsin, which is just across the border. Anyone familiar with the Minnesota-Wisconsin border? Right across 94. Bedded down at an address, and all the occupants were seen bailing out into an apartment building through a sliding glass door. A huge shout out to Hudson PD in St. Croix County, who arrived on scene and offered their assistance. Hudson took command of the scene due to being in their state and their city, and we eventually took 7 into custody.
Yeah, it was tremendous effort by everybody. Everybody came together and ended up taking the 7 into custody without incident.
So we're still delving into that case, seeing what else it was involved in. As always, all these, well, to kind of touch on it, as we said, the plate didn't match. Well, that vehicle came back as a St. Louis Park stolen, taken on the 25th, right? Shocker. Not. So we'll kind of dig in and figure out whatever else it was involved in, and go from there. So, yeah, I mean, we couldn't have done it without partnering agencies and their assistance.
And the helicopter, that's such a great tool once they get up and overhead.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game changer. So, not surprisingly, we have had run-ins with these juveniles before. They're people well known to us. I hate saying that, but it's the truth, right?
Yeah, we've dealt with them all.
And we're going to try to do our best and get them held on everything that they are accountable for. So we did stuff in the Jeep that we were home from. Here, as you can see, this is kind of where everything's been occurring. For buffering, I apologize, where the scene we have an effect today. You can see the haze almost to the ground. But right in front of us, you kind of see this is where the accident on Sunday night happened with the Solon Hyundai, and then the Jeep with the shots fired the Monday night. So it's kind of all bleeding together, but as you can see, there's been kids, people walking around. We don't want that going on here, so we will put an effort into being visible out here the rest of the summer. What do you think?
Yeah, we're going to make our rounds for sure.
We always do. So again, Mr. Right Time, Right Place, Deputy Scott locates the vehicle we're looking for, and he did an awesome job keeping eyes on that vehicle and staying with it till State Patrol got in the area. So it's a dangerous business these kids are engaging in. It's just not slowing down. And obviously all the gunplay involved with it, right? Makes it dangerous for all the citizens, but it also makes it dangerous for us to do our job. Yeah, it was a long night, that one. We appreciate it.
Yeah, just a total disregard of just firing a gun into a crowd of people. Yeah, I guess I don't know what goes through their head when they do that.
on the east side of St. Paul. Well, maybe we'll go north a little bit. Usually we have better luck with the connection up there than we do down here.
Copy, 1418.
What else do we have going on? No.
Just tons of stolens. Tons of stolens.
It's not slowing down. A lot of them we're seeing are coming from the West Metro, Minneapolis, Hennepin County area. We're even seeing some as far down Savage area. So we've talked about it and preached it before. Don't let the comfort of where you live, if you're in the Twin Cities or surrounding area right now, just be cognizant. Don't be an easy victim. Don't leave your car running. Don't leave your garage door open.
Don't leave the keys in your car. Don't leave credit cards in your car. They're using these cards all over the place too. Construction workers, lock your doors. Take your stuff.
Amen.
Milton and Chatsworth.
What you got? What type of doors?
That's what I'm trying to wait.
Check gear
What is it?
for
Is
anybody
it
with a bolt cutter.
I think it's a international soccer tournament
Checking channel 2 for anyone with a bolt cutter.
going on. I think it's going on at Central High on the weekends, and where's it at?
McAllister.
McAllister. It's fun, good time.
On the
A lot of good
weekdays.
teams playing from all over the country.
UK
UK.
came in. I don't know a lot about it. I didn't work it, but
Suspicious 957.
deputies are helping out with security on that.
Address.
Sounds like it's a success so far.
Black male, early 20s, 6 foot thin build, wearing a black hoodie, black jeans, red and yellow shoes, possessing northbound from Chatsworth.
I assume they mean trying car doors on.
That's what I think. Makes sense.
Trying car doors.
Bolt cutters.
4th of July coming up. I imagine it's gonna be a busy weekend coming up. 4th is on next Tuesday.
Yep, next Tuesday.
Hopefully, y'all get out and enjoy it. Lakes are gonna be busy as they always are up here.
2262.
Hopefully the weather's nice.
Yeah. Hopefully, get rid of this.
4655 Victoria, room
smoke.
110. Assisting Mark,
Yeah.
an 88-year-old male himself.
I'm missing the sun right about now.
Parking space.
It's currently 82 degrees here. And hazy.
Easy. Night of the Living Dead. July 7th at sunset.
Huh.
Wonder what that is. Look like some type of art park or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed that before.
Can hardly see the skyline ahead of us.
What's that soul?
Super punch.
Sucker.
141.
141.
You have the cop meet me in the lobby.
Affirmative.
Already, I'm on scene. I'm not seeing anybody down.
Currently northbound on Payne Avenue.
Are out with her. She was sitting up. He's clear.
East side of St. Paul.
Copy, thank you.
If you're just joining us, you're with Thomas Siegelstrom and Joe Kill. Thomas is the driver today.
I like busy days when you guys are with us. It makes it,
Makes the time go fast.
well, makes it entertaining for you guys too. Which it has been
We like entertainment as well.
yeah, keeps us busy, right? That's why we're out here. Catch bad guys. It's a busy week last week too, right?
Yeah.
I was on vacation. I was in the Dells with the family. It's always a fun time. Close enough
I think
to
last
the Twin Cities.
last Wednesday I think was pretty quiet as well.
They knew you were out.
That's right. Yeah, it looked like there was a fatal crash on the freeway today here in the Little Canada area.
Was that confirmed then?
Yeah.
40.96.
Copy.
Don't know much more about it, but
I saw that. Yeah, we don't have much details. That's
32.06.
handled by the State Patrol. I imagine they'll speak more on that later. Those are always horrible calls to get dispatched to.
oh yeah.
235. I can take one of your pendings.
Burn SS 325 Sherman caller to get his bag from his ex-girlfriend. She's driving around in the parking lot recklessly. Left in the vehicle.
It's Sioux Beach, Florida. Says hi. It sounds nice right about now. Some beach.
Some beach. Have to look on like social media and see all these shark trackers though. You got a shark here, great white here.
Yeah.
It's nice before you knew all that info, right?
I was reading something the other day that the deadliest beach in America right now is Pensacola.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't know why, but I think that's where they were saying it was.
Yeah. You're not gonna catch me too far out in an ocean. Ankle deep at most. Love the weather and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's the thought of what you can't see.
New message. New message. New message. New message.
heard.
Banging, radio silence.
Pothole. I don't. Is that you?
Yeah.
9681.
9681.
You've got a covered property using the PD clear out
Is that
system.
what it was?
Yeah.
All right, call it.
Portion 28.
Let's see if we can message.
All right. Well,
Let's see.
see if we can get lucky. That's something. Trying to think what else is going on in the Twin Cities. Not much of note as far as like events or anything that I know of. Back to the 50s just got done, right?
Yeah, I think that was this past weekend.
Yeah. What is it? Almost July, gearing up for the state fair. Hopefully it improves even on the attendance last year. Coming out of COVID, it was a good showing, but it'd be nice to see it to get back to normal levels.
Seventy-two 33.
7233.
Can you put me out on the PCN at the PD, please?
Copy.
Probably should deal with that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta mute you guys real quick. Sorry. That's like so. Should I throw that out there? Huh? Sorry about that. Yeah.
Two two seven.
9272.
Can you show me out at 627? We talked to management.
Copy.
All right, we're gonna switch it up. Maybe go work Ray Street area for a little bit. Maybe we just gotta ask Pat. Pat, come out and find, do your thing.
I'm trying. You guys get a lot more than I do.
All
Oh,
right.
sometimes it's just about luck.
That's right. Sometimes they just run right into us. Pat found 2 yesterday.
Yeah? Yeah, he had
It's,
a
a blue Equinox or something like that was fleeing.
blue Traverse.
Traverse.
What was it? It was early. I think we were on our way in, maybe 8:45 in the morning. Yeah, blue Chevy Traverse was stolen the previous night, and it must have been like St. Paul parking enforcement had an LPR hit. That vehicle was in the area of Front and Chad's.
Yep.
Not located, but gave a clue to its whereabouts. And well, what do you know? Pat located it again
Yeah.
in the Bryce Street area neighborhood, and it's insane. They the way they drive. He started driving at a high rate of speed and just without pursuing this vehicle, which obviously at those times of the days when he found it, not always advisable depending on the conditions, and just wasn't able to keep up to get sticks on it. But he just the guy has a knack for it. He's trying to be modest, as you guys heard, but yeah, him and Bob, same thing. Just all of a sudden they're there.
Right place, right time, all the time.
Go ahead.
You can put that domestic back in there, thanks.
That car's seen better days, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
K-Star Medics or POS, just for transport, voluntary transport to a region she cannot walk or stand on her own. Copy starting a BLS. Lock up at the PD for a domestic incident that occurred at 1590 Highway 6. Bandit, Silver Jim, the SUV.
Still not much.
Oh, hey, stop sign. Stop sign.
Since it's over 2, I'll be clear the address.
Running that one.
New message. New message. New message.
Always love that sound.
Yeah, it's a good sound. The ding. Something good, but not that one.
New message.
You guys ever hear that? It means we have some type of alert, have to run at something. It's not always 100%. You gotta verify it, and there's certain different factors, especially when it's like warrants and stuff that you gotta cycle through, but gets you pumped a little bit.
Yeah, as soon as you run it.
And then when it's nothing, you're like, alright. Keep driving.
Assist fire 2331 liable for an alarm sounding covering office smoke.
A lot of calls like that lately. Just weird.
And we do not have a plate reader in this car, so you're not hearing the dinging.
Yeah, I don't need it. No, we strategically deploy them in various vehicles, so not every single one's gonna have one. Would I like one? Absolutely. They're an awesome tool.
44, 46, 44, 61.
4446.
1809 English Street for a suspicious male who broke into the north side of the building, forcing the door open. Is currently on the third floor. Tempting apartment handles. Appears under the influence. Hispanic male, 20 years old, thin build, wearing dark clothing.
What else we got going on? Anything looking forward to? I don't know of any
46
big events. A lot of Saints games going on. I'd love to. I want to get to one, especially now that they're a AAA team for the Twins. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Probably stunning. He now says they're on the south side of the building.
Change of pace.
I haven't been to the new stadium. I've only been to the old stadium.
It's a beautiful stadium. They're just fun games. It's not a huge stadium, but there's just a lot of different activities going on. If you got kids, my kids love it. I mean, if you have little ones, they got a huge like playground, all kinds of stuff, different games and stuff kids can do. Throw a ball, and what was one? No, it's you take a ball and something that is pushing air up and it hovers.
Oh yeah.
So they can sit there swinging and trying to hit it. You know, it keeps popping up and down.
Can you control how high it is?
I guess I'd have to ask. It's always fun to watch it, right? See some of the kids sitting there swinging. I think what else they got going. They do a ball toss, all kinds of stuff. The old stadium was fun too. That was a unique experience. The one out off, what was that, Energy Park?
Yep. I remember they used to have a big hot tub in the outfield.
They did.
You could rent.
Did you ever play ball in that field growing up?
I never played ball out
So
there.
we'd play tournaments and stuff out there, and I don't know what year this was, but it was left field had like a kind of like dip down.
Really?
You'd be running and it kind of dip down. God, I had to have been 10th grade, I think. Maybe 10th or 11th. Cool experience in high school to play that.
Oh, of course.
Copy, 41.
I feel like you're someone big.
Northwest.
No, I didn't. No, it was just, I think it was just traveling ball. It wasn't like high school or nothing. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. But now youth baseball is just, it's insane. I mean, even like my nephew plays 9U, and it's just, they all got these like fancy uniforms. They all have these like matching, their own personal matching helmets with like the, you know, he plays Cottage Grove, so whatever their team, Wolfpack, whatever it's called on it. And then each team brings out, you ever seen those big like Bluetooth stereos they have speakers now, the square ones? Each team has one, and each kid gets a walkout song. It was a tournament out in up by, it was Ham Lake, I think. Up in Ham Lake. Somewhere. Yeah, it was up in that neck of the woods. It was a huge tournament. Teams from all over, and I don't remember doing that at 9 years old.
No.
I can't remember. I don't even remember doing that in my teens. But they definitely, kids and parents alike definitely get into it. I mean, you're a hockey dad, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey tournaments are probably even more.
Sometimes I think they're more fun for the parents.
Well, the ones that you travel to, right?
Yeah.
Probably just didn't realize how expensive it was for your parents growing up to bring you to those out-of-town tournaments.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's on top of what it costs to play. Hockey's
expensive.
not affordable.
Now they make you do like these dibs. You have to volunteer so many hours, otherwise you got to pay extra.
Oh yeah, my kid's not at. Luckily, is not at that age yet for a couple years, but yeah. What is it?
I think it's an extra $250.
No, mine was more than that.
Like,
For our association, it was. I forget. It was so many hours. And then just as they obviously go up, the scale goes up. But talking to some of these parents who got older kids, they got their kids in year-round hockey and stuff, and
my daughter plays year-round camps. There's always something.
Yeah, it's insane though.
You're better cover properties.
A lot of one-sport athletes now. It's kind of hard to do anything without being a one-sport athlete. Especially in that sport.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's a breach.
Breach? Oh.
Assault that occurred, caller says at 7th and 94.
That's what I'm fast.
In Wall area, he was being sucker punched by a male with spine hitting. Suspect is a black male who was shirtless with dark shorts and seen northbound on Lafayette. Caller wants to be by Hapner Auto Body wearing a light blue dress shirt and black jeans.
It may sound like we're on a dirt road right now, but we're not. I promise you. We're on asphalt. But definitely, I feel like I'm out up at the cabin.
On a dirt road.
Yeah.
The washout on the side.
Yep. After a big tractor came through. So you heard Joe mention breach of trust. Usually that's a term that's used with a motor vehicle where it's taken by someone who's had access to it. You know, it could be, spouse or somebody like that where there's been consent given in the past, and now there's a disagreement on having access to it. A lot of the times it's dealt with. Police reports are taken, but it's not going to be entered as stolen, right? Because as you guys have seen, we handle and take stolen vehicles very seriously.
Other burglary I created, and can I get the case number over there?
When it's deemed a breach of trust, it just hasn't hit that level. Civil, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend, co-own this car, now one took it, and the other one wants it back, etc. So, if you ever hear that on the radio, someone detailing that, that's generally what it is. And I know it can be frustrating for a lot of people when they make those reports, but unfortunately, it's sometimes how we have to handle them.
Yeah.
After so long with the breach of trust, can get entered in as stolen and treated as such, but there's got to be a timeline and attempts at regaining the car through normal means.
One for when the second case number is 114.
Unfortunately, we do see it. Some people use it as a tool when they're upset or not happy with somebody. They try to use the police angle to as a, what would you call it, punishment or get back at you?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Somebody has a set of keys to it, and like has owned it or used it once. It gets sticky. It gets really sticky.
So we're careful. We are careful when we take stolen vehicle reports and make sure we have all the facts, because any copper out there runs that plate, and what the hit comes back to is going to determine their actions. So we want to make sure we're giving them good info. Someone living it?
No, the airbags were deployed.
All I saw was just a curtain of white.
New message.
Weird. Right now we're in the Central District of St. Paul,
Message.
kind of just on the outskirts of off of Rice Street. Look at that car.
Nice one. Oldie.
You don't see a lot of have those parked on the street like that, though.
No?
Classic cars. Seems like the gloom is just keeping everybody tame today, huh? Keeping them inside, maybe? I don't know.
5281
New
clear
message.
Keeping them on the other side of the river, perhaps?
It's not that hot out, so.
Oh.
New message.
This on a King Boy James 464 to the call.
Cruising.
Flying.
Cars for report.
Little bicycle race.
4446 clear all squad report.
Northeast 1439.
Yeah.
Flight 37, I don't have a computer. Can you advise again where the comp wants to be seen?
Flight 37, he wants to meet you at the Hefner Auto Body. It's going to be a light blue dress shirt, black jeans.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome, unfortunately.
New message. New message. New message. New message.
This is medic 431 Rose Place for females with loss of consciousness. She is not a
That's right.
85. Copy.
Maryland Avenue coming up to Dale here shortly. Anyone familiar with the area? Kind of give you an update where we're headed. Really no rhyme or reason right now with nothing impending. Just checking.
Checking out some areas. See if we can get lucky and come across one.
Sometimes that's the job. It's not always glamorous. It's not always scientific. It's just
That's right.
putting in the work. Sometimes putting a lot of miles on.
The post is 18679. Coming on duty on the fairgrounds to take over for 6201 in the field.
Copy.
south on Dale.
Give us a play-by-play, Joe.
There it is.
A little early to be yawning. Wow. I always yawn when it's quiet. There's the FedEx guy.
New message.
He's yawning too.
New
No
message.
cash on board.
New message.
We should put signs on like make our cars look like taxis or something. I've seen that. I've seen a few squad cars. They're like it's like taxi decals, but then it says police.
Suspicious and cleared me out of this.
I don't know.
New message.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
Line assistant.
1454.
I'd be an awesome Uber driver. Yeah. Handing out waters. I've been in some interesting ones. One guy had a video game system in the back of his minivan.
Like mints and
Yeah.
refreshers. It was brilliant.
I guess if it's your livelihood. Well, the one we were in that conference.
Yeah.
Uber driver in Chicago. Some guys go out of the way to make the experience, and hopefully they get rewarded and tipped as such.
Our backseaters are talking about dinner. Dinners.
Ooh,
Shannon's gonna have margaritas.
margaritas. I'm making smash burgers tonight. They're smash burger tacos.
I'm gonna come give you one.
On the Blackstone. Then I make like a homemade Big Mac sauce. Saw it on. I didn't see it. My wife saw it on a video and sent it to me one day. They made them a couple weeks ago. They're really good and super easy. Highly recommend.
I'm sure it is.
Blackstone makes cooking dinner so much easier.
331 to
I'm
assist.
gonna try that.
Copy.
Ice cream truck right there. All the kids running out to it.
Oh.
I don't know if you can hear it.
37 case number, please.
Squad 370, so there's going to be 114083.
Why don't you pick everybody up at the office? Ice cream cone. Joe.
It'd be melted by the time we got there.
Many of those anymore. That one that comes
Go ahead.
Really?
every Monday. It's
I've never-
it's a pink one. It's like a franchise. God, my wife's watching. Maybe she'll text me the name of it. But
I've never seen one.
yeah, they come through every Monday like clockwork. Like clockwork. My kids always get their grandparents to make sure.
366.
Grandpa, hey, I need some money for the ice cream truck before you go to golf.
Yeah.
331, I'll show you there.
What he doesn't want to tell anyone is he loves ice cream more than the kids, so it's a treat for himself. They just happen to be there.
When I was a kid, I used to get those, what are they, the orange push pop?
Push pop or bomb pops?
Oh,
Scoops ice cream truck. That's what it's called.
scoops.
Very friendly owner. I think the lady co-owns it with her husband. But yeah, they bomb pops.
Yeah.
Bomb pops. Dippin' Dots. This one's got Dippin' Dots. I'm a sucker for the banana split Dippin' Dots. Oh no, I'm not a huge ice cream guy. I don't need it.
I'm not a sweet person, period.
Joe Joel likes his French fries and salt.
That's right. It's got to be
Hard.
maybe some hearty food. I mean,
No, I'm asking. You'll get like a little salt on it. Give it a.
not really, because I usually have a lot of black olives. Black olives are pretty salty.
Doc. I don't even think we could be friends no more.
No,
Olives?
some
Black olives?
5917.
No thanks.
Show me clear and take down
Also, green olives on a pepperoni pizza.
Ugh. Only thing it belongs on a pizza. Those clucking, booing. It's gotta be meat. My ultimate pizza, all meat. Where it's just every
type of meat.
yeah, Canadian
Sometimes-
bacon. I've even had a few with like shredded chicken on it or rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Same way as
So
my
you don't-
burgers.
You don't like a margarita pizza then?
Huh? No. No. It's like a burger. I don't like anything on my burger that my burger would eat. No lettuce. Tomatoes. That all belongs in a salad. Just want to. Wasn't there about like a half. Like the finally sliced Now I'm hungry. We just ate lunch.
New message.
Nothing.
Copy phone call request reporting a disorderly ex-employee making threats
KRS 417.
at 1502.
New message. New message. New message.
It was red. Dang it.
2266. I'll deal with John George Edward 028. I'll go for it.
New message.
Someone's having some fresh corn on the cob tonight. I wonder where you can. What states right now have fresh corn?
Oh no, ask the back Cedars.
Anybody know
Oh,
for fresh sweet corn? What state
I
you
am
can get
looking
it
at
in?
the message.
State Fair corn. Oh,
Yeah, that's good stuff.
best. Get just a big old thing of butter and you dip it in and salt and pepper. Oh, yes. I'm always embarrassed to eat it though, like especially if we're working it. It's just messy. End up having kernels all over your face.
Stuck in your teeth.
Yeah. Butter on your face.
Alabama,
Alabama's got it.
Wisconsin,
Biscayne. We should have stopped when we were in
Kentucky.
Hudson.
Pennsylvania, California. Lots of states. Delaware, New Jersey.
Oh.
I don't even think ours is knee high. The saying was what, knee high by the 4th of July here in Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
So our corn is like ankle high, knee high almost. Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Ohio.
Oh. Now I want some corn.
Oh, South Carolina.
Myrtle Beach. I'm a fan of South Carolina.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Missouri? Is that how they say it? It's like said.
Upstate New York.
They call it something
Wyoming.
different.
Sounds like everybody but us.
So, 48 states. 47. Appreciate all.
And I don't know about everybody else, but we're getting like no rain. We're in like almost a record drought. I think we've got what, 2 inches for the year, or for this season yet.
Yeah, my grass is not looking too good. Not pretty. Which is funny because didn't we have almost like a record snowfall?
Mm-hmm.
Comes in cycles. You got a garden? You garden at all? Anything?
No, just a couple. Asparagus. I love asparagus, but it takes, I guess, so like 2 years to come in. So I'm attempting it.
Okay. Kind of like a raspberry bush. You plant it the first couple of years, there's like nothing else. And
Yeah.
we had a raspberry bush at our house in Little Canada. Not this one.
Love me some asparagus.
Ooh. What I think my aunt is it prosciutto? Right? Is that like a thin meat, some type of meat? Wrap it in the asparagus and you cook it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Other than that, I won't eat it. With my taste buds, I might as well just go on a carnivore diet. My 6-year-old or 5-year-old eats better than his dad. Kid will just munch on raw onions and tomatoes.
My daughter eats tomatoes, so just little ones with a little.
Eats it like an apple?
Oh yeah.
University Ave. Light rail.
The radio's alive.
Clear report.
This has probably been. I mean. Last time been quite a bit. As you guys know. Like 2008 Jag.
What if that was the key?
I wonder where the tickets are.
What, 180?
Guy reporting his vehicle while he's out of town received 2 parking tickets, comes back and his vehicle's gone. Do you think that's where it's
400 strength.
Could be where there's 2
400
tickets.
Farmer's market.
Depends on if the tickets are on the car.
we got him in the mail?
That seems weird that we get them in the mail.
2 for copy. Copy. 981 Seattle. Number 205.
This is a long light.
Here we go.
Onward and forward. St. Paul's finest.
Sounds like the comp called it in as not there. Calling on behalf of his wife, probably.
22.
You said that last call.
1730 gram number
CNU
147.
284.
On a possible break-in.
Front
All
plate was
advice
like-
to the home
what is it?
security somebody is-
CNU
Yeah.
284. Front plate was like peeling.
Yeah.
New message. New message.
Might just be a bad film, but didn't see that Jag. So this must have been where he parked it. Like an intersection back there.
41st
New
update.
message. New message. New message.
Showing mirror 1061 Viking Drive. Accident with injuries, 2 vehicles involved. Appears to be on ramp 36 and 61. We'll let state know. Lindsay copy. Drought City. Whitmer.
New message.
Code 450
New
Danny.
message. New message.
Okay, get that case number, please.
New message. New message. New message. New message.
184-114-099.
Copy.
New message.
There's a call impending for motor vehicle theft. Stand by.
Standing by to stand by. I assume it's the one. Probably thinking what we were thinking.
Yeah, probably the same exact. That's what we were thinking.
That's about $2,000. The back door of the apartment building is close to their unit of 140.
So there's a motor vehicle theft impending on Jaguar. I was speaking like 2 weeks ago. The person just got back into town. Was getting tickets for it in the mail from Wisconsin. I called them. It's parked somewhere in Madison. Must be getting a bunch of parking tickets. Shockingly, a Jaguar fob turned up yesterday in the search warrant.
I ended up at Madison.
All those kids that were picked up up there.
Like in that particular Kentucky County Police, they have tickets in there. You're looking at the wrong one. Just parked at his brother's. He just got back into town and it's gone. Well, trust me, I'm wrong more than I'm right. Mm-hmm. Okay, I gotta get ready for my appointment. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Have a good night, sir.
Yeah, I'll definitely make one of this, Mike. This could be tied to Fran's thing with the Milwaukee guy.
Get that, maybe. Are they done? You tell them I have this sidebar later, huh? It's not pertinent to the current at hand.
William Boy. Capital Light 13 and 16. Out of channel 2.
Looks like just a friend was inside the apartment.
Weird.
People look at is the friend in the apartment, or if my friend just walked in now.
5-4, slow everybody down. It's code 4. We're inside the apartment. Just gonna do a quick sweep. Seems like it might have been a mistake.
Copy that.
Well, successful resolution of that. It's just a friend in the house.
Victim, he's an old damn crazy guy. I recognize that name.
Thoughts? Or two?
Let's shoot back down towards Hazelwood area.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Copy that, Ghost Rider.
I 685, I just sent you a message.
Circle K Fuel. No holidays?
Yeah.
Supposedly they were bought out by Circle K.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sad. Aldi's like a Minnesota thing.
4490.
What they used to be, was it Erickson
Big
Oil?
truck,
I think
Keenan,
Freedom gas stations.
West
One time there was all owned by, I think Erickson Oil.
Copy.
If I'm not
1518.
mistaken.
Everybody else make their primary.
Copy. Virginia.
Is that one still outstanding? The Traverse? Adam Marytown 261.
Which one?
The Traverse.
What is it?
Adam Marytown 261.
22.
Niner.
New message.
Yep.
You're a Niner?
4072 White Bear Parkway on a welfare check. Per crisis, please check on a vulnerable developing James Abernathy, who has not been answering his calls, nor the caretaker.
New
For the
message.
previous, the party was locked out of his house.
New message.
So we're looking for a blue Traverse that was stolen a couple nights ago. Adam Marytown 261. Still listed as stolen.
That's the one that Pat found yesterday that not even pursuing it, took off at a high rate of speed.
If you see it, let us know. We'd love to get it back to its owner.
Well, I'm doing that constantly.
Was that mine?
Yeah.
It's like you see those people play music with like the glasses, the film glass, yeah, makes whistle sounds.
By Maplewood Party. 24 probable cause of violation of inspection order looking
We
for.
could start a band just with our brakes.
Kilo Charlie.
We'll stop at different times.
Huh?
Just stop at different times.
Do like a Christmas remix.
New message. New message. New message.
It's way up here in the way. Don't really take us as the musical kind.
Let's go over to where that
New message.
182.
down.
Can you put me on the hologram? Phone number is 43952.
Yeah, stop, bus. Stop saying. What'd you say?
That one was down. Last night.
2010 Mazda CX-9 blue color. Information 222.
Car over here.
Water control license plate Kilo Gold 28851.
Copy.
That's what I can tell.
Still quiet. It's about 3:30. This rate, if it's staying slow, probably end here in the next 15-20 minutes or so.
New message.
Gotta clean some stuff up from yesterday's incident. But as always, if something pops off, we'll stay with you.
4245.
New message.
COC 58 wait in place. Resident kicked out and now refusing to leave for the last 30 minutes. Abraham, Hispanic male in his 20s, 5'11", thin build, wearing a black shirt, blue jean pants. President Abdul Kareem Abdul.
Yeah, excited.
I know.
Public cause of violation of the law.
That's how it works. Would you?
Date of birth is 1/1/91. Black male.
Yeah, that one's like brand new, but
He has a vehicle that's a 2010 blue Mazda. Kilo Charlie Zulu 851. West 2024.
hey.
Callers reporting at the west entrance of the fairground by the horse trailer. There's a vehicle versus pedestrian. Medics are being started.
Nothing else.
1525.
It's a busy field too. I feel like everyone's playing soccer there all the time.
Always. It's a nice field.
Yeah, it is.
194.
Use 180 is 1082 inch come from Valley from east and back and forth over and
New message. New message.
6301, the caller is now saying that other party was on a
Out there doing their own drills. Seems to be it's a growing sport in Minnesota. Out of what is
New message.
Super Rink? All those fields out there, they're always
yeah.
busy in the summer.
They come from all over too.
7233.
Sport, national sports. I don't know what they call
7233.
it.
Can you please put me on a PCN at the PD?
Copy, 1526.
Back on Maryland, gonna travel eastbound. I'm gonna go back to the east side.
2267. I'll be out. I believe with the
Copy out with a male in the township, 1527. Copy, 1527.
I've ran that. Been parked up here.
Really?
Yeah. Ohio, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always just a bunch of
Yeah. Be one to look into.
Yeah.
Be up here again. A little further.
6301 medics are up.
Copy medics on scene, 1528.
It all depends on how many miles we put on our car. Maybe 50 to 100, some upwards of 200 a day
286.
when we're out and about.
5386.
It's accurate.
Yesterday was a big day for the guys. They
Good vibes.
put on quite a few with that chase alone.
Copy,
Coming back.
females and handling with 2 children, 1528.
Someone asked how many miles we put on it.
5938.
What do you think the most has been?
No, Bishop.
I know I've done over 200. I used to average 100 miles a day
Copy,
working a white bear.
1529.
And we'll just constantly be moving.
And how big is White Bear? Square miles.
God, I don't even know that answer. It's
When you're born and raised, you are the White Bear kid.
find out here.
Born and raised, worked it for how many years? 3?
Yeah.
Joe killed a white bear.
8.66.
Square miles.
But it's weird just because of the township has its own, and the township has little like streets throughout the city.
Yeah.
Much of the area wise of the township's bigger.
You think so? Just hit it up top. See if there's even a
34.6.
no City of Starbucks. That's different. No, different city. Hope County. Wrong. White Bear Township. White Bear Township, not White Bear Lake Town. Try White Bear Township. See,
See?
it's White Bear Township. Call it even. White Bear Township's 11 square miles, whereas White Bear Lake is what? 8.66?
Yep.
Joe's fact for the day.
The township, did you?
Yeah, Midnight's. Midnight's White Bear Township. I loved that car.
Did you know the square miles?
No, I wasn't born and raised there either, though. North St. Paul, which is even smaller. What's North St. Paul again? That's
I think that's like 3. Isn't it? Let's see here.
3 or 5. North St. Paul Polars. Jesus. Is the fire truck coming?
Yeah.
See how many people notice the light.
We know sirens like that on
Yeah,
our cars.
that was pretty good. It was, that's probably the most I've seen people yield in a long time.
339, checking your status.
I'm sure you guys can see it. It's
Just running the plate.
really irritating when people don't yield for us when we're going red lights and sirens.
makes me feel out of my way. But as far as definitely a lot more to be. Sounds driving away from you. They're driving away from the sound. There's factors. I get it, but I was always taught to monitor your side mirrors every so often.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's a lost art.
Happy route.
1534.
370 is advised, cancel on the take that.
247.
347 copy.
KD, what is it?
What is it?
KDY 7.
New message. New message.
Yeah, for
No front flip. Looks like someone had a moving sale, or thought they were at the county.
littering.
Well, you can tell definitely sub truck and just shove that out. I've actually witnessed that in high school. Someone was driving somewhere on, it's like Arlington or Prosperity, and they just dumped the couch out of the back end just in the middle of the street. Just
2263. Got cancellation. I have was handling it.
this mail when it comes to the mail. I bought everything I needed, so now I gotta find more stuff to buy. Would have been nice to have when I bought my patio chairs.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
I
There's no patio chairs that are cheap.
think it's just got some, whatever those, I don't even know what you call them. Usually ones that come with like the table set,
Yeah.
that type. They're on sale at Menards I think they're pretty cheap actually, so see how long they last. See.
New message.
Copy.
New message.
I can't see it then. See if you got better. I can.
Bravo
Yes.
602. Bravo 165.
New message.
Checking any COT officers at CHS Field.
That's it.
That's it. We're just checking out.
Or, you know, the people that live at this house.
Vehicles with no front plates usually stand out, so
New message.
we'll always give them an extra look if we can. But I think with that, we are going to probably
Confirm, we have a 911